we are going to talk about the Robinhood chain and the meme coins on Robinhood and whether or not they have potential. So we're going to talk about that today. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. Let's get straight into it. Shout out to the member of the channel that recommended me going over this. If you guys want me to do your request, become a member of the channel. It's only $9.99 per month. Check out the join button right next to the subscribe button and make a comment on any video. Let me know what you want me to go over next. All right, but let's talk about Robinhood and let's talk about whether or not it is a good idea to look into the Robinhood chain meme coins. For one, dexscreener.com is going to be the website that you want to go to, dexscreener.com/Robinhood. You can see all the Robinhood chain coins through that. So I would definitely say you want to look at that. This is where we're going to find all the coins. You're not going to find them all on CoinGecko. The only ones you're going to find on CoinGecko are the ones that have already graduated and kind of, took off already, like Cash Cat. Like this is a Robinhood coin, but this coin, it did some pretty high numbers in market cap. It got all the way up to like 400K market cap. And right now, our 400 million market cap right now is at like 66 million, or maybe it was 200 million. Yeah, it was 200 million market cap. So it did pretty good numbers. And there are some Robinhood coins that have been doing good. But I would say I'd be careful with Robinhood coins. You're going to see most of these coins are going to be Robinhood coins and the top gainers on CoinGecko because it's such a new chain that a lot of money is starting to flow through the project, right? So that's pretty much why we're starting to see all these Robinhood coins taking off and coming out of nowhere, right? Here's another one doing pretty good, attendees. And if you go back here, you're going to just see them left and right. You're going to see a bunch of Robinhood coins, even the new cryptocurrencies. Look at the chains right here. Robinhood, 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 Robinhood. There's just so many Robinhood coins that are coming out left and right. So you have to be extremely careful with these Robinhood coins. But I wanted to talk about it for one, because a member of the channel wanted me to talk about it, but also because I've done trades on Robinhood chain myself. And one of the coins I was trading was BO. I would not recommend to get in on it now. Apparently, the dev didn't have time to work on the project and he kind of abandoned it. So I would not recommend to get in on it now. Yeah, they said it's a community takeover, but nobody's talking on the Twitter. So I just wouldn't trust it right now. But what I will say here is like you can catch some of these coins at good opportunities, right? So I want to talk about this coin here, because on this coin, I actually made a whole video on this. Well, not a whole video. I mean, I was actually trading this coin right here. And if you look at it, you can see, it went pretty high. It went all the way up to a 1.49 or $1.5 million market cap. I actually ended up getting in at $200 million market cap, like down here. And then I profited it off a little bit. And then I let it dump. And then I bought more. And then I profited it off some more. And then I got out. And I shouldn't have got out, because if I did not get out, right, my $30 would have went to $850. When I did the math, my $30 would have went to $850, right? I put in $30 because I was just playing around with it. Ended up selling for about $200 something, like $250 or something like that. So I turned the 30 into like 250, and then I just withdrew it because I was like, oh man, because I wanted to buy down here, and then they were talking about, now it's a community takeover because the dev disappeared. The reason why I'm talking about this is because this is going to be the story for most of these meme coins on the Robinhood chain, right? You're going to have pump and dumps. It's going to be left and right pump and dumps, but they're going to pose themselves as actual projects. Now, am I saying this is a pump and dump? I don't know what it is, right? But they pumped it, and then the dev decided, I don't want to do this anymore. Yeah, did he decide he didn't want to do it anymore, or was that always the plan? I believe it was always the plan, right? But it was promising, right? You're going to see a lot of these projects are going to have some promising stuff. This is a very well-made website, very, very well-made website. And it was promising, right? But now you see what's happening to the coin. It's at 50K market cap, right? And it was all the way at $1.5 million market cap. So this is going to be the reality for most of these coins on the Robinhood chain. Are you willing to be glued to the computer? I was glued to the computer when I was doing this trade, right? And it was a very, very, very nice trade. Had I did $1,000 with that much, I mean, I'd be at like 250K, or not 250. I'd be at 25K, right? If I did $1,000. So I think my math is off. My math is probably off. So, but anyways, if I was at 3K, I believe I would have been at 25, something like that. I don't know. I don't care. But the reason why I'm talking about this is, like I said, most of these projects are going to follow the same thing. And another example, I was going to trade this project, but again, it died down and it's not coming back. Cash Dog, the Cash Cat was the one that did the 200 million market cap that I was talking about before. And it's just over and over again, we just keep seeing it. This one right here, this is Cash Cat. I was gonna buy it up here, like I was gonna be like, oh, maybe it goes to $1 billion, right? $1 billion market cap. Luckily, I didn't buy in because it dumped. And also, this is a rising wedge, but that's neither here nor there. So you could have predicted this dump, which is why I always talk about chart patterns. A lot of people are against chart patterns and candlestick patterns, but they work very, very, very well. They work very well, and if you catch it right at the end, which you could have caught it right up here and was like, oh yeah, that's the rising wedge, you would have been able to get out up here and then short all the way down. But again, a lot of people, they don't see things like that. But this is going to be the reality for most of them. And then when you click the Robinhood chain right here, you're going to see all these different coins. Look at this one called Fox, 802K market cap, right? They all have a similar story, right? They start from nothing, they blow up, they top out, they dump, they never come back. And this is the same thing for a lot of these different Robinhood coins. And the way you can find these coins is by just looking at the website. How well made is the website? Is the community building fast? Are there a lot of people that are following the account? Are they bots? What's their engagement like? This one has good engagement, 85 likes, 5,000 views. This one has decent engagement for a small meme coin, 125 likes, 7.4K views. So stuff like this, and it's a meme coin in its purest essence. Look at all the different memes they're posting. But stuff like this is what you want to watch out for. This is how you're going to be able to find the gems. Now, I'm going to do a little exercise here. I haven't looked at Dex Screener in the last week because I haven't traded on Robinhood chain in the last week. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to pick a random coin and I'm going to be like, let's see what this one will do. I'll make a video on this in about another week, see how this project has done, right? We're going to just pick a coin, right? A smaller coin. I like to go for around like 200K market cap. The coins that are just starting to heat up. Those are the ones that you really want to look at. Like they're starting to heat up. They haven't been out for a day yet. This one's been out for too long. It's been out since 11th of July. Right? But you want to look for the ones that are just already like 200K market cap, hasn't even been out for a day. Like those are the ones that okay, this thing is about to pump and then it's going to dump. This is how you spot pump and dumps. But again, and you can also change the age here of it. So these are all the newer coins. And then you can also change the volume as well. So you can look by age and you can also look by volume. But again, you're going to want to be extremely careful with doing it this way. You're going to want to be extremely careful. And also on Dex Screener, if you see like a 10 or 150, these things are boosted. That means that a lot of people are really messing with it. A lot of people like it. And that's pretty much what that's pretty much what it means when you see like the little boost thing. So let's take something like this, right? This thing could quite honestly be a pump and dump, right? That's why you really don't play around with big money with this type of stuff. But let's say you had like I had $30, right? Let's say you bought all the way down here at 42K, like it dumped and you're like, oh yeah, I'm scooping it up, and then you buy it. I wouldn't do that because it could continue to dump all the way to zero. And it's very, very risky doing these trades. But you want to look for like when you see the 100 there or the 30 there, like you want to look for the coins that are really starting to bubble up. And if it's lasted, like don't do the 1 hour ones that I was just showing you. But let's hypothetically say that it lasts a while. That's going to be the like 6 hours, 7 hours, 8 hours, and it's like building up like 205K market cap. Look at this one. This one's good. 205K market cap, $2.7 million in volume. That's good. 21,455 transactions. A little bit too much in that time frame, which says that there's bots trading this. And when there's bots trading, that means that they're faking their volume so they can pump and dump on people. So this is how you also spot a pump and dump. They're faking their volume. They're faking their transactions. 2,661 traders, but they have 21,462 transactions, right? That pretty much means they're faking their volume, right? But it's moving. It's moving a lot. It has 45K liquidity. It's called packs, stock packs. You also want to see, is it a good narrative, right? Is the project a good narrative? When you look this up, oh, dangerous site. All right, that tells you this is a pump and dump. You can still make money on pump and dumps. Like I just made money on a pump and dump, right? You can still make money on a pump and dump. And look at this. They're saying, yes, we are investigating why, and we'll keep you guys updated. I promise we are working our hardest to fix it. Look, it doesn't matter what they're doing. It's a pump and dump. All you need to be focused on is getting in at the right time and getting out at the right time. Actually, no, this one will not be good because it already pumped and dumped, right? This one already did its cycle. But see what I'm saying though? Like when they're around 200K market cap and they've been out for like 6 hours, I'm gonna tell you right now, the one that I turned $300 to $250 on, that project was out for 4 hours. It was out for 4 hours, and I bought in when it was 4 hours old. And let me click it again because I remember looking at it. I have actually a photographic memory, and I remember looking at it and seeing that 4H on it. And I actually do have photographic memory for anyone thinking I'm lying. But if we put the let's put that 1 hour chart on here, and then if you look at this, look, each candlestick is an hour. 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour, 4 hour. Come all the way up here, lines up to exactly what I've been saying. I bought it in at the 4 hour mark when it was 200K market cap, right? So I bought it in around here. I just let it play out, start pumping. Ooh, I like that. Nice. And then I dumped a little bit. I sold a little bit, and then it dropped down a little bit more, and then I bought some more when it dropped down to this little support, and then I bought some more, right? And then it kept going up. So it was a really, really, really easy trade, and it was all in one day. So like I was saying, like you got to be extremely careful with these Robinhood coins that you're picking. But like most of them are pump and dumps, yes, but you can make money on these pump and dumps. You just have to be extremely careful. This Pax coin, I was looking at it, I was like, it might have some potential. But now I'm looking at it, I'm like, no, the transactions are all out of whack. It's extremely hard to find a good little meme coin that you can make the money on. But when you find it, you gotta milk that thing to the end. Like milk it to the end and then get out. Literally get in, get out, get in, get out, get in, get out. You milk it to the end and you immediately get out. You don't stick around. But that's pretty much how you mess with these meme coins. If you're wondering how to get your money on Robinhood, there's a few different ways you can do that. I'll explain how I did it. And I'm not gonna just go to all the different steps of going to the websites and showing you guys. You guys can do that on your own. If you don't know how to do that, you need to watch some beginner on crypto videos. And I'm not trying to make fun of you. I'm just saying, watch some beginner crypto videos so you can learn how to bridge and stuff like that. You don't have to bridge, and I learned that the hard way because I'll explain why. I'll explain why. But this is how I did it. You don't have to do it how I did it. I'm gonna explain how to do it way easier than how I did it. But how I did it, I went on to MetaMask, and then on MetaMask, I'm not gonna type in my password for you guys, but on MetaMask, actually, I don't care. All right, I'm gonna type in the password. Give me 1 second. So on MetaMask, you'll go over here and then you'll just add a custom network, and then you'll just go to the actual Robinhood website. They'll show you their custom network. You can literally ask ChatGPT and they'll give it to you. I asked ChatGPT and they gave me the network name, the RPC, the chain ID. They'll give you all that, and it has to be correct. So just do ChatGPT. But anyways, all you literally have to do is add the network here. Now, I went to this bridge website, and then I bridged over. I'm not even going to tell you how to do that because I don't feel like doing it, and you guys don't need to know the long way. But what you do need is a MetaMask. So create a MetaMask, and then add the Robinhood network to your MetaMask wallet. And then after that, literally all you have to do, go into your MetaMask wallet, and then add the coin, the Ethereum coin, right? Add Ethereum for Robinhood. All right, add Robinhood Ethereum, okay? It's literally as simple as that. And literally it's just ETH on Robinhood chain. Literally just ETH, but Robinhood ETH, right? It's literally Robinhood chain ETH. And you can see the money here that I have in here because I'm not lying. So I have a little bit in here, $1.41. But then when you add the Robinhood ETH to your wallet, right? Adding that, go ahead and get the receive address, click receive, go to Robinhood, the actual app, Robinhood, buy Ethereum on Robinhood, and then after you buy Ethereum on Robinhood, you can literally send Robinhood Ethereum through the Ethereum chain, but you can send it through the Robinhood chain, right? You can send Robinhood Ethereum to your Robinhood wallet or to your MetaMask wallet. I'm saying shit all wrong. I don't care, right? You can buy Ethereum on Robinhood, and then you can transfer Ethereum on the Robinhood chain to your MetaMask Robinhood, right? To your MetaMask Robinhood chain, and then you'll get that Ethereum there. If you don't understand what I said, then you need to teach me how to speak. All right. But like I said, that's pretty much how you would do it. It's super, super, super easy. You buy Ethereum, you buy Ethereum, and then you send Ethereum on the Robinhood chain. I got to specify that. There's Ethereum, and then there's Robinhood Ethereum, right? There's Ethereum. These are the only two options on the Robinhood app. The only two options you have on the Robinhood app to send crypto for Ethereum is Ethereum, Robinhood chain Ethereum. Click Robinhood chain Ethereum, send Robinhood chain Ethereum through to your MetaMask wallet for your Robinhood chain Ethereum. All right. I know other people can explain it easier, and that's why I'm not going to do a tutorial video, because I am terrible at tutorial videos. So I'm not going to do it. I don't care how many times people request it. I am terrible at it. And you can see me trying to explain. Like, I have a very, very hard time trying to explain super easy things to people that don't know how to do them. I can't explain things that are super simple. I don't know what it is about me. I just cannot explain something that's super simple in a simple way. I just can't do it. I don't know why I can't do it. It doesn't make sense. I'm like, just do it. Just do it. Right? So it doesn't make sense to me. I can't do it. I don't know how to do it. But like I was saying, all you do is do that. It's super simple. Send ETH to there, and then boom, you're done. And then the gas that they use on Robinhood chain is the Robinhood ETH. Robinhood chain ETH is what they use as a gas fee. So that's why I say don't send USDC Robinhood, don't send USDT Robinhood, don't send anything else. Just send Ethereum Robinhood. And it's super cheap with your fees. When you send it, it's like 1 cent. Literally, it's 1 cent. So you can send that over there for 1 penny. And then now you have your money there literally in seconds, right? I did it the long way. I bridged, and it took like 10 minutes. But I bridged, and then I figured out I could just send it through Robinhood. So yeah, that's what I'm telling you now. Send it through Robinhood if you want to. Be extremely, 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 extremely careful trading these coins. It's risky, super risky. I mean, doing this is like rolling the dice. It literally is literally rolling the dice. So I would be extremely, extremely careful with this one, or with all of this stuff. All these coins are really risky. You can make money on it, but it's risky. But anyways, this is all I got for you guys today. Hit the like button, subscribe. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. Go ahead and check out the link in the description for my crypto and options edge group. So go ahead and check it out. There's also a trading mastery course in here as well. People are making money. I only have 2 people in the group that are actually paying. Everybody else, they just kind of followed the group, but they're not actually paying. So it says 5 members, but we really only have 2 members, Craig Beats and Jose V. They're the only actual 2 members. Everybody else is just following, but they're like debating whether or not they want to sign up, because they're probably looking at all my posts and they're like, I mean, why am I going to pay for this? And I agree with that. Like, look, you look at the post and you're like, what is this guy? Like, oh, okay. Like you put that on your YouTube channel. It's free. But throughout the whole entire day, I've really been giving out plays here for the different Craig Beats and Jose V. Shout out to them. Craig Beats has made over $6,000 in the group in the last week. I don't know how much Jose V made, but he's made good money on the EVA protocol that I called pretty much. But yeah, this is pretty much all I got. And then I just kind of want to give you guys a sneak peek of what I'm talking about here. I was saying when we get down here, we're going to have a reversal. And we're kind of doing that, but it's going to have a continuation down. And we're going to come down to 63.6K. We opened our shorts. Here, wrote that down. Shorts here, wrote that down. Very, very simple, literally. Very simple. Like, it comes up here, we do shorts, we ride that thing down. Here, do shorts, ride that thing down. Here, shorts, we get to the top of the wedge, we're going all the way down to it. Like, get to the top of the wedge, going all the way down to it. We're not opening longs inside of a bear market. So when it goes back up, we're not even trying to ride the wave up. We're not doing longs in a bear market. Let me say it 2 more times. We're not doing longs in a bear market. We're not doing longs in a bear market. We're only focused on shorts. And as you can see, shorts have been printing out. And this is what I was just now explaining in the group to Craig Beats. I was saying on this, where whenever you see the short-term trend on the percent R trend exhaustion far exceed the long-term trend, you're going to have a big pullback because the short-term trend has to come back to the long-term trend. Also, what you see right here is called bearish or bullish divergence. You're getting higher lows on the MACD while simultaneously getting lower lows on the charts. And when you do that, boom, bearish, bullish divergence, you end up breaking out. We did that. We finished the bullish divergence. We had the breakout. After we have the breakout, we now have the percent R trend exhaustion. That's going to dump the price. And that is going to finish out the short at 63.6K, just like we've been talking about here. And I'm telling you guys right now, this is literally all we do here. We just make money. And I was also explaining this, how it's going to have a continuation, but it's going to have a pump first and then push, pull back, pump again, pull back, and then it's going to eventually reach there, which is another story for another question. I mean, yeah, this video is getting long. If you made it to the end of this video, then you're definitely one of the people that I want to make sure I help. So even if you're not a member, if you made it to the end of this video, type in the comments, I made it to the end of this video. And then let me know right after that what you want me to go over. I'll literally make a video on any crypto, any project, or any stock that you want me to go over. All you got to do, you have to put I made it to the end of the video and then put the crypto there. So so I know that you actually did. And like I'm saying, people are making money in this. You don't have to join the group. You can get, I'll call out free plays for you. Just do what I just now said before, and then I'll do a video on whatever you want me to go over. But in here you have access to me for most of the day. I was literally driving my car and updating him on what was happening while I was driving my car, like literally for like hours. Literally, you can see I'm taking screenshots from my phone while driving with Spotify playing, right? And then when I got home, you can see I finally started being able to look at it. But I was able to give good analysis while driving, right? I was like, all right, we're coming back down. We're breaking this 50-day moving average. We're about to dump. And we did exactly that. I broke the 50-day moving average. We dumped. And yeah, all that good stuff. So anyways, hit the like button, subscribe. This isn't a group where I'm telling you buy this, buy that, sell this, sell that. I'm not going to do that. We don't do copy trading. If you don't know how to trade at all, I wouldn't recommend joining this group because I'm not going to help you trade. I'm not here to help anyone trade. And I know that sounds controversial, but I'm not here to help people trade. I'm here to put out, the technical analysis, right? I'm not saying buy, I'm not saying sell, but I'm saying I would personally buy here because of this, or I would personally sell here because of this, because I'm not a financial advisor and I don't give financial advice, and people who give financial advice who are not financial advisors get arrested. And so I'm not going to get arrested. But yeah, anyways, go to the come to this group and just check it out. I feel like it's a good group. We only have 2 people. I like to keep it that way. But if you want to join, you can join. But honestly, 2 people is enough. But yeah, if you want to join, go ahead and join. And we can definitely do some setups. It doesn't always have to be Bitcoin. Just let me know what you like trading, and then we'll talk about that. But I like to focus on Bitcoin a lot. But yeah, this is all I got for that. Check out the link in the description for Bandits 5, best DeFi perps trading platform out there on the Base network. So go ahead and check that out. This is all I got. As always, I'll be back with another video.